Hey y'all, welcome to Life Unscripted with KC, and today I want to talk about these drones. Now, I do not believe what our GOV is saying about these things, and I'll tell you why. We have the best military in the world, and the reason that we are able to live our lives in peace, for the most part, without worrying about bombs in our skies and all of that jazz is because our military is the best in the world. And our GOV is saying that these drones are, they have malicious intent and they're Iranian or they are Chinese or what have you. I don't buy that for 1 second. These drones would not last for 3 minutes in our airspace if they were not ours. Now, what they're doing up there in DC and, over the air bases, I don't know. We're not privy to all of that. Everybody seems to think, especially some of the reporters, they seem to think that they are all entitled to our president's plans and are constantly asking him what he's going to do, what's his plan if this happens and if that happens. There are leakers out there and in his cabinet, and I don't blame him for not putting it there. You don't put out all of your secrets and your plans on how you're going to defend your country. You just don't do that. And so yeah, I don't think that those drones belong to anybody except the U.S. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion on it. And when you think about it, is our military really gonna allow drones from our adversaries to come, or the enemy, the third world countries, to be in our airspace? I don't think so. I don't believe that for a second. But yet, that is all that is being talked about on the news, is how all of these weird drones are flying. Nobody knows anything about them. They're over military bases. I could see a military base having them. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, I just don't buy it. Let me know down in the comments if, what you think about it. If you think they are malicious or have malicious intent, or if you think they're ours. I think they're ours, and I don't think we have anything to worry about there. Quick life update. So if you don't know, I've been on a weight loss journey for a year this month, I believe. Or I can't remember if it was March or May when I started, but irregardless, I have gone from 274 down to 200, so I've lost 74 pounds, and I want to lose at least 34 more. Or 34 more, 30 more. But anyway, so there's that. It's going well. I did lose a lot right at first, and my doctor has slowed me down just a little bit. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get to my goal of losing 100 pounds. So we're going to do that. I'll give you guys a little update on my dad. He is doing as well as he can be expected to be doing right now. He and Mom were married for 57 years. And, that's hard. I did talk to him a couple of days ago, and he does have his moments. Sometimes he has several of them a day. And they have 2 recliners, sitting right next to each other, and he would always just reach over and grab her hand, and sit there and hold her hand. And he said he just instinctively, his hand still goes over to the chair, and then he realizes that she's not there anymore, and it's just an empty chair. And I think that's when it really hits him the most. My mom was hard of hearing, and she didn't like wearing her hearing aids. And Dad would get so frustrated at her, and when you talked to her, you had to pretty much yell at her to get her to hear you. And you know, now he talks about how quiet it is in the house and that he misses her, and so do I. You know, with all of this going on with my grandson, you know, I wish I could call her and talk to her about it, and I can't. And when I did go for, I have visited a couple of times since she passed away. She passed away February the 10th. And we buried her on February 13th. And when I start to walk into Dad's house now is when it hits me, because I realize that she's not going to be there. She used to get up, they have like a little driveway alarm, so when somebody pulls in, you know, they're aware of it, and security cameras on the house. And so he was able to, you know, my dad's able to look over and see who, or at least see the vehicle. And so my mom, when she would hear that, because it was pretty loud, pretty high pitch alarm, you know, she would look over and see our vehicle, and you know, usually meet us at the back door, or, you know, if nothing else, be sitting or be waiting on the back deck to help us get our things in. And she's just not there to do that anymore. And you know, I'm 56 years old, and I knew that this day was coming, and I just didn't expect it to be this soon. And I didn't expect her to pass away in the manner that she did. But anyway, y'all, I guess that's all I have for today. I just wanted to talk about the drones real quick, give you my opinion. I don't think they're anything to worry about. I told you in the last video that I would give you a little life update, so that's it. I'm not going to go on a rant about DCF today, but, you know, the issue with our second grandson getting to my niece, it's been hectic, and I will do a separate video on that. I'm just not going to do that right now. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. That's really going to help this channel take off. I have gained a few subscribers in the last week, and I really, really appreciate it. I want this to carry over into retirement. And right now I'm learning, and you know, hopefully I'll have a better setup here in the next few years. But right now I'm just getting the hang of it, and I really need your encouragement. So please subscribe, share my videos, go back and watch some of my older ones. There's one where I'm talking about when I was in the hospital and what a horrible hospital stay it was. I almost died in that video, but the quality of the video is so awful. I know I was talking about the mommy makeover the other day, and it reminded me of my hospital stay and how things can go very wrong very quickly. And I've thought about redoing that video because it's just awful. I was trying to use a fake background. The camera angle was wrong. The lighting was wrong. It was just absolutely awful. But the story is still there. So if you want to go back and listen to it, you're more than welcome to do so. And anyway, guys, I guess that's it for now. I will talk to you guys on the next. Oh, if there's anything that you want me to cover, any headlines or stories that are out there that you want me to do a little bit of research on and bring my opinion to you, just let me know down in the comments. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.